Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The subject is corporate governance and corporate social responsibility. In today's lecture is on risk management. Teaching agenda for today's lecture is what is risk, why to take risk, risk aversions, what is risk aversion, what are the risks that are facing by the companies. What is risk? Almost all the activities, not all, but most of the activities are organizations is about the future. Future is uncertain and the company feeling hard to get relevant information. So in futuristic decision, you need to have information that pertain to the future. Future is already uncertain. So this situation create uncertainty, and the outcome of this uncertainty may be positive or negative. For example, ABC Limited want to launch a new product. There are two possibilities. Either the product hit, increase the profit, or flop and sunk all the R&D costs. So uncertainty and risk prevails side by side. Uncertainty is necessary condition, but it is not sufficient condition for the risk. Sometimes no potential loss is associated with uncertainty. For example, if a university is going to arrange a seminar and invite 300 people, and there is a chances that only 100 people come, maybe 200 attend it. It is also a possibility that all the people who are invited came and attend the seminar, but there is no lunch be given by the university in that seminar, and there are also a huge hall available for the whole days, and no seating capacity is any issue for the university. So without lunch, there is no risk in such type of uncertainty. The organizer will not be worried if 100 people came, or 200 or 300 came and attend the seminar. So there is uncertainty about the people who are going to attend the seminar, but there is no risk in it. Financial risk specifically, that carrying cost to the university. Why take risk? There are two reasons for taking risk. Sometimes it is unavoidable. You may not avoid that risk. Secondly, you may avoid it, but the reward associated with it induce or tempted your behavior to take the risk. For example, a batsman is facing a dangerous bowler. He has a choice to leave or hit the ball. If the delivery is straight in wicket, the batsman will hit it because he cannot avoid it. Cannot avoid it at all. Why? Because if he leave the ball, he will be clean bowled. On the delivery that is wide off, then the batsman has a choice to leave it or smash it. Why smash it? Why to take a risk instead of leaving it? Because for getting 6 or 4 runs, that is a reward, the batsman is taking the risk. So to run a business, any business will have to face unavoidable risk and avoidable risk both. Taking avoidable risk can significantly improve the profit. For example, if you borrow 1 million rupees at interest of 10%, and you have two options: keep it in safe and earn 11%, that is 1% left for you, and principal amount and 10% will be paid to the bank from which you borrowed this money, or invested in a stock exchange and earn more than 30%, earn or lose more than 30%. In this case, if you get 30%, of on your 1 million, you will reduce it by 10% that you are going to pay as an interest. So 20% will be your net earning. That is very high reward than 1%. So there is also possibility that you lose 30% of your wealth in stock exchange in stock exchange and remain with only some portion of your principal amount. Then why in this case the person will go to invest in a stock exchange instead of keeping it in a safe? Going to stock exchange and invest there on stock market is avoidable risk. But why not he avoid it? Because the reward is very much high. Risk aversions. What is risk aversions? It refers to individual or company attitudes towards what? Towards risk. Some people are willing to take risk while others are not. Risk-averse people are willing to pay to reduce the risk exposure. For example, there are two persons, one is Ali A and Babar, both buy a new car. A insure his car for theft accident, but B didn't care about the insurance coverage. Babar. After 2 years, nothing happened to both cars. So B save money and A spend extra cost of reducing the risk. What if B cars met an accident? His decisions not to take insurance proved foolish. So risk aversion is not, risk aversion in the business is considered to be a rational person. Risk averse manager accept lower rate of return to avoid the risk on the projects. Risk exposure. Everybody face a risk in daily life. For example, if you are employee, the nature of job is a risk. If you are on contract, then you may face a high risk of layoff. If you are a tenured professor, then risk of layoff is relatively low. So low risk, high risk for this person. If you are a farmer, then you are exposed to risk of crop failure and also risk of decline prices at the time of harvest. If you are doing a business of import or export, you are exposed to the risk of adverse changes in currency exchange rates. If you own a car, you are exposed to a risk of theft, accident, damage, and decline in the market. Risk facing by the companies. So every activity of the company carry a risk. Taking risk is essential part of the company. There is a question that who will bear these risks? All stakeholders will bear this risk, even shareholders, shareholders, supplier, employees, management, society at large, government. If high risk happen and the company becomes easy to exist, all these stakeholders will suffer a lot. Risk can be transferred to other financial companies, such as insurance company as well. Some of the risks that are faced by the company are production and operation cost. This is the risk that machines will break down in operation cost. Machine breakdown is a risk. Delivery of raw material, delay in delivery of raw material is also a risk. Workers go on strike is also a risk. Technological failure is new technological innovation that make obsolete your machinery is also a risk. Price risk of output or market risk. Uh, Decline in demand is also a risk. Price competition is also a risk to the company. Even taste in the consumer is also a risk that affect your market share. Price risk of input, price of raw material is also a risk. Increase in labor rate is also a risk in input to the company. Similarly, interest rate is also a risk for the company who borrowed a money for a installment of a new machinery. Economic condition risk, a changing in general economic condition of the country or internationally may have an effect on the business of any company. If the economy experiences a hard time, the unemployment may rise, which cause to drop down the savings. So it will decrease the purchasing power. People will start buying your product if it is luxurious product. Political risk, change in government, change also governmental policy is for your risk. If the policy is pro-labor, and the policy may be pro-agriculture, the policy may be pro-industrial, so all these policy will have differently affect your firms. These are political risk. Environmental risk, earthquake may occur, flood may occur and destroy the input you are receiving from the environment. Disruption in production processes, infrastructure damage is also a risk to the company. A project risk is construction of new project may be delayed is also a risk. There may be the delay in your project may changes the tax rate is also a risk for your company. Then come to reputational risk. Any bad news about the company, bad news about the company product, labor press conference against the company, media coverage that are not good for the company or against the company is also a reputational risk. So board of director must have take care to reduce the reputational risk of the company. Thank you. This was all. This is all about today's lecture. See you in a coming lecture.